Are you looking for a stress-free vacation? These are our 5 reasons why you need to stay on site when visiting the Universal Orlando Resort. Universal has a hotel for every size budget. From the budget-friendly to the bougie baller, there's a hotel for you. Maybe you're not quite sure why is staying on site so helpful? Let's dive into it.
The first perk of staying on site at Universal Orlando is the proximity to the parks. Now, imagine you decided that you wanted to save some money and stay off site. Now you have to think about, how are you going to get to the parks? You've either got to book an Uber or a Lyft, which is going to cost you some extra money, or you have to drive yourself, which now you have to deal with the hassle of the parking garage, and you still have to pay for parking. If you stay on site at Universal Orlando, you get bountiful ways to get to the parks. You can either take the beautiful garden path walkway, which is available from most hotels, excluding maybe Dockside and Surfside. You also have the transportation method of taking the Universal Orlando Resort buses, which take you to the main hub at City Walk. If you're very bougie, you also get the perk of water taxis, which run throughout the day and even into the night if you're staying at Sapphire Falls, Royal Pacific, Hard Rock, or Portofino Bay. This makes getting to and from the parks an absolute breeze and is an easy way to alleviate some stress on your Universal Orlando Resort adventures. To add on to the perk of being so close to the parks, you also get the perk of getting an extra hour in the parks. Usually these perk videos are a lot more fun to shoot, but with some gray skies and some rain, not so fun.
Perk number 2 when staying on site at a Universal Orlando Resort is early park admission. Now, Ben and I showed up late today, so the park just opened to everybody. But at early park admission, you get access to the Wizarding World and over here in Islands of Adventure, Velocicoaster before everybody else. Universal opens the gate 1 hour prior to general park admission for EPA. The biggest recommendation we have for you when enjoying EPA is make sure you check what time it actually starts. It changes day to day, depending on the season, depending on what's going on, and it changes parks. If you want to see how we do early park admission right, check out the videos linked below. The park's about to get a little bit more full, so we better head on in and talk about perk number 3. Perk number 3 might come in handy because I think I need this.
It is almost impossible to be upset when you're walking around Universal during the holiday season with the Christmas music and holiday decor. You can't help but just be in a great mood. Perk number 3 when staying on site at Universal Orlando is the ability to send merchandise back to your room. If you stay off site, you either need to lug that merchandise along with you, put it in a locker, or have it sent to the front of the park. But if you stay on site, you can request to have your merchandise sent back to your room. Now, give yourself plenty of time in order to get that merchandise sent back to your room because it usually takes about 24 hours to get back to your hotel room. But with that merchandise delivery, you don't have to worry about it. You just give the cashier and the team member your information and they will ensure that it gets back to your hotel room. No lugging bags around, no finding lockers. Just go back to your hotel room and your merchandise will be waiting for you. Perk number 4 at staying on site at Universal Orlando is the ability to charge things back to your room. If you stay off site, you have to remember a credit card or cash in order to purchase merchandise and food at the parks. If you're staying on site, all you need to remember is your room key. Hopefully you don't forget that. I know I have at times before, but the ability to just pull out your room key, scan it, and charge it back to the room makes purchasing food and merchandise at the parks an absolute breeze.
Now what do you want to go do?
Let's go ride some rides.
What's the plan?
Well, we're gonna ride rides. I'm a little curious about the sweet treats. Croissant Moon. What do you think if I jump in there and grab one? I think we're gonna go see the wait time for Seuss Trolley Train, because that one's pretty cute. I love that ride. For our fifth and final perk, we gotta go back out to City Walk. Let's head that way, Ben. The final perk when staying on site here at Universal is really geared for those staying at a premier resort. Now, we're talking Hard Rock, Royal Pacific, and Portofino Bay when we talk premier resorts. And there's two pieces to this. The first piece is premier resorts get priority seating at restaurants in City Walk as well as in the parks. When you go in, flash that room key, and although you won't trump people that already have reservations, your name should get moved to the top of the list. Ben and I do not take advantage of this very often because we book our reservations ahead of time, but it's a perk nonetheless. The second perk when staying at a premier resort hotel is arguably the best perk you get when staying on site. And that is Express Pass is included in your stay from the day you check in to the day you check out for everyone in your party. Hear me out. You can purchase Express Pass when staying off-site or at other Universal hotels. However, you have to purchase Express Pass for every single person in your party, as well as every day you want Express Pass. That adds up very quickly. Instead, you can book that premier hotel and it's already taken care of. Everyone has Express Pass. It will cost a little bit more to book a premier hotel, but that perk might be worth it. We hope that these 5 perks of staying on site help you plan a stress-free Universal vacation. If you got anything out of this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stick around for more Universal content. Bye!